All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Set. 19. Let's put him on the glasses. Let's put that team on.
On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Ready. 91. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, McLaughlin under a heavy rush. possession. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. Mexico City. All day, every day.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
45. Switch up. Check nine. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
A good chance this is four-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. First throw for the backup, Ryan. And he's going to go down again. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack. On the safety blitz.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Orbit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Angelo Blackson. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
70, Indy.
Looking to throw on second down. McLaughlin. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. McLaughlin looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McLaughlin. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Off play action. McLaughlin. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. On 4th down, McLaughlin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he is all the way up past the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Throwing, Hundley. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. Go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Complete to Kahale Waring. A gain of 15.
59.
First down,
Good track. Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On first down, Boyd. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down now, it's Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Boyd. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break. McLaughlin. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And a rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Go!
Back to throw. McLaughlin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
They'll run on first down. It's Boyd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boyd. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how Costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those.
Now, under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
To try again after the sack. Hundley under pressure again, and down he goes again. Manti Te'o, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check 53. You ain't going nowhere. Over. 53. Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Check. 53.
Now Hundley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They run the counter. It's Boyd, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And an alley to run. The 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 49 22 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert them. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 33 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Here we go, here we go. 15 money, 15 money. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Hundley now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
57's the mic, watch 57. He's tired of winning. He's tired of running. Hands him. 57's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. 6 guys. Go, go. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. Completes this to Waring. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kahale Waring 37 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again. McLaughlin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get ready.
From the gun, McLaughlin. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. McLaughlin, he completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. On 1st down, McLaughlin, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, McLaughlin. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And this complete to Mitchell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end rock, tight end rock. Even, 4th down, even.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Tyler, 64, weak.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.